Hey everyone. First of all, I just want to say sorry for not making any videos for a while, like actual videos. I made like a few dumb memes, whatever, but like a legitimate video. So like, sorry about that. I just kind of haven't had the time. But this year, I started really getting into the Yakuza / Like a Dragon games, and I have to be completely honest, they are some of the best games that I have ever played. With 10 mainline games, including a remake of Yakuza 1 and 2, and an 11th overall game coming sometime next year, and a few spin-off games including Like a Dragon Ishin and Like a Dragon Gaiden, both releasing this year, this game series clearly has a large amount of overall content, and the series isn't even 20 years old yet. There's a Yakuza game for a little under every year and a half since the first entry released, and they're still coming out at a good pace with consistent overall quality. And you know what the secret is to the consistent quality releases are? Reusing a plethora of assets from previous games. That seems like a giant no-brainer, right? Well, nah, it's a little more complicated than that. Gaming nowadays is so constantly obsessed with the best looking graphics or the highest quality models, and because of this, your favorite games are taking longer and longer to release. If you look at the average release cycle for a AAA game 20 years ago, you were looking at 1 to 3 years. Look at it now and you're seeing an increase of 4 to 6 years for a single studio. For example, God of War 2018 came out in April of 2018. Then it took Santa Monica, the sole studio working on the God of War games, 4 years and 7 months to release God of War Ragnarok. Okay, well, that one doesn't sound too bad, but how about this example? The Last of Us came out on PS3 in June of 2013. The Last of Us Part 2 then took 7 years to release in June of 2020. If you love these games, you have to wait years and years of your life just for the next entry. And looking back at game releases, you can find some crazy things. Zelda Majora's Mask released only a single year after Ocarina of Time. Persona 4 released only 2 years after Persona 3, and those are absolutely massive RPGs. And you know why both of those games took barely any time to come out after the prior? Because they reused assets. RGG, the studio behind the Like a Dragon series, has been reusing assets for years and years, and the lesser time constraints of having to reinvent the wheel in terms of how good a game has to look every time you make something new gives more opportunity to flesh out the other aspects of the game. Yakuza is almost known for how enjoyable and immersive its side content is. The majority of games in the Like a Dragon series have at least 100 side stories which are all fully fleshed out, and you don't have to do a single one to play through the main story. On top of the side stories are bonus minigames sprinkled throughout. For example, in Yakuza 0, there's an entire 10+ hour tycoon minigame where you become a real estate agent and take back the Japanese city of Kamurocho from a bunch of billionaires that are trying to buy up everything for their own personal gain. And then this mode leads into a side quest where you meet off-brand Michael Jackson and you go bowling to get a chicken to manage your funds. That amount of fleshed out content is rarely seen in like modern game releases, so it's like, how are they able to do it? The key factor is that they're reusing assets, and they're reusing so many things, they can devote so much extra time into all that side content, and they're able to make your games better and better than ever before. Sure, the game looks the same, roughly the same. Obviously there's a few graphical ups that always kind of happen in the terms of like a game's development, but generally the game is overall better because they're not spending as much time doing that. And the Yakuza series is renowned for its consistently quality content, with the average rating being an 8.5 out of 10. Would you rather wait years and years of your life just for a lackluster but better looking than the last year in your favorite franchise, or have a brand new entry in 2 years that looks roughly the same as the last one, but is chock full of quality? To me, the answer seems pretty obvious. If for whatever reason you've watched this video and you've never played a Yakuza game before, I highly recommend you start with Yakuza 0. It is, in my opinion, the best game in the series and the start of the series. So if you like that one, you're gonna like pretty much all of the subsequent ones. It usually goes down to about $6 when it's on sale on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, so really, you can get it pretty much anywhere. That's honestly pretty much the end of the video. I do once again want to say an apology because I really haven't uploaded a high quality video since the start of the year, and that video was about my favorite games of 2020, so it really was a 2020 video. So Well, that's basically it. I hope you all have a great day and see ya.
おれ